Hi Flosstube, this is Monica and this is Monica's Stitching Studio. I decided to film outside today. It is almost 70 degrees in central Indiana on February the 19th. So it was a no-brainer for me because I'm an outside girl. I went to some ridiculous lengths to come out here. My dogs are wild, so I didn't want any disruptions during the video, so I actually packed all my stuff up in my arms and I told them I was going bye-bye and pulled my car out of the garage and everything, so they heard my car back out. Just like, I treat them just like children, I guess. But then I got out of my car and I walked back here in the woods. So I'm in a little spot in our woods behind our house that we have a really unique property. This is a big rock that sticks up out of the ground, and it is probably big enough to park, I don't know, maybe 3 cars up here. And it's flat, and it's only about maybe, sticks up about 3 to 4 feet. But it's like a hill going up, and then the top of it is flat. I don't really know what it's called, but I know that along the river where we live, there's a lot of these. And this is the only one that we have that doesn't have trees and stuff growing on it. So we have made it our little outdoor area when we moved here in 2007. We have a fire pit. We have a bunch of chairs and swings up here. Everything looks kind of yucky right now because it's springtime. But it's such a nice day, I thought I would film outside. I've got a lot of good ideas about filming for the summer outside. I'd like to film at the river, and I'd like to film, you know, by my flowers in the summer. You know, I have all kinds of ideas, but we're actually in a tornado watch right now. We're supposed to get some severe weather here in about a couple hours, I believe. So I wanted to hurry up and get this done, and so filming outside. And sorry about the squinting, but it's just because I have sensitive eyes and it's a little bit sunny out here, and I'm not going to wear sunglasses in my video, so when the sun comes out more, I'll probably be squinting a little bit more. But you should still be able to see everything else just fine, because, or even better, because I'm outside and the lighting is really good. So how's everybody doing? I'm doing good. I don't know if I said the date. Today's February the 19th, 2026. Today is my oldest son's 32nd birthday. Oh my goodness, I'm feeling so old. But that's just how it goes. Yes, I had him when I was 18 years old. Please don't judge me. It was okay. It's okay. It's fine. He's a great young man. So I've had a couple finishes this week. I've got a couple whips to share. I've got some giveaway winners, and I've got some stuff from the vault. I've also got a few bird things to talk about. Oh, there it is. Okay. So we'll go ahead and get started. First off, I'm going to show you my finishes this week. Well, no, first off, I'm going to talk about last Friday. I didn't do a video last Friday. I was planning on it, and I was sitting on the couch getting all my notes ready Friday morning, and there is a bee on the camera. I don't know where bees come from in February, but there's a bee on my camera, on my cell phone. I was getting ready for the video, and my granddaughter Hazel FaceTimed me, and she said, "Grandma, I don't have school today. Will you come and pick me up?" And I was like, well, heck yes, I will. There's not even a question. I will come pick you up right now. So I got up and got a shower and went and got her and spent the entire Friday with her. So thank you for allowing me a day off to spend with Hazel. I don't get to see her nearly as much as I would like to. So that was a treat. We went to Walmart and I bought her some surprises or whatever stuff for Valentine's Day, because I hadn't gotten her anything yet. Did you just see that? There's a bee right on my camera, and it just flew right in front, but it's still there. Anyway, thank you for giving me a day off to spend with Hazel, and we had a great time, and thanks for coming back today. So I think my biggest challenge today being outside will be keeping the wind from blowing my things away. But I got a bottle of water here holding some stuff down. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you my finishes. My first one that I want to show you is Americana Sampler. And there it is. It is stitched on 40 count vintage country mocha with all DMC threads. And I am going to take this one to the framer. I don't want to finish this any other way. Besides, I have learned over time that linen is a lot harder to get a layered finish with, like on sticky board or whatever. So I'm not even going to try that anymore. I'm going to get this one framed, but I really, really love it. Thank you for all the sweet words everyone has said about it on social media. It was a really fun stitch. It took me a while. It took, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks total, but turned out great. And I have one more finish for you this week, and it is another Patriotic one, and it is called Star Spangled 250, and this is on 27 count ivory Linda fabric. You can get that fabric at 123 Stitch. It is an even weave, and it is very easy to stitch on. I like it even better than Lugana, but I do like Lugana as well. But anyway, these colors are just so pretty. I am like having a love affair with 90s colors all over again. Just like the muted, like dusty colors, the blues and the reds. And I finished it into a little pillow, and I put some lace around the edges, some little prim bows. If you order paper patterns from my shop, I give everyone one of these bows. I have them packaged in these little sleeves, and every paper pattern gets one of these bows. And I also have these linked in my Amazon shop. You can find the link to my Amazon shop in show notes. They're not expensive at all, and they are just so cute. And then, of course, I've got 90s fabric on the back too. So there's my 2 finishes for this week. Okay. I have a couple whips to show you. Of course, I showed you Night Moon Garden a couple weeks ago. This is part 1. It's a 3-part series that displays horizontally. It'll be 1, 2, 3 right next to each other. But I've started part 2, so I wanted to show you part 2. Here's part 2. Male and female cardinal. And I want to say that the female cardinal is really hard to get the colors right, and I still don't quite think I did, but I think it's good enough. And it's all DMC. Black Linda fabric, 27 count, 2 threads over 2 squares. So cute. And then there's more there's like another section here at the bottom, and then there's a 3rd part also that'll be coming soon. I don't know how soon. I'm not gonna say any dates anymore because it's too hard sometimes to stick to what I say, so I'm gonna just say soon. So that is my finishes, and that's actually my whips all in one. I have another whip, and it is the 4th month of April of my stitch along, and I forgot to bring it out here, but I've only got the border stitched anyway, so I don't have very much done. But I'm gonna show you April real quick. Really cute, and gonna be so fun to stitch up. Super excited. And April should be released this weekend. That's what I'm gonna stitch on when I go in and get finished up. There's a few people asking for it, which I know that I can be on my own timeline, but I just like to, I like to move things along. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that one done and get it released. I also released a free pattern this week on, I believe it was Monday. I released a free pattern. It's called Lucky Day. Little bit of wind. We get a lot of wind in the river valley, more than most people, because we're down lower and it just like funnels through here, and we get these little field tornadoes that whip up all the time, and it's very windy down here. Here's Lucky Day. You can get this pattern in my Facebook group. It's called Monica's Stitching Circle, and go to files, and it's a free download. I have free patterns for each month, and I started last year in September when I turned 50 is when I started this whole thing. And I decided to release one free pattern a month, and I think that is I think that's been a really good idea so far. You guys have loved them. So there it is. Okay, I gotta put some stuff under here so it doesn't fly away. Okay. Okay, and one other thing I wanted to tell you is that I'm trying something new, and I did it, a couple people saw it, but I didn't announce it, so I don't know how many, but as you can probably imagine, it's a lot faster to design than it is to stitch up the projects. So instead of doing Patreon, I'm not going to do Patreon for now, but I'm going to add this little section in my Etsy shop that's called $5 Quick Stitch. And it's going to be things that I have designed before I have stitched them up. It may be something I'm going to stitch up right away. It may be something I'm going to stitch up later. And it may be something that I don't know if I'm going to stitch it up at all. I just thought it was cute and I want to offer it to my followers. Just $5. And, you know, it'll be up to you whether you trust me or not that it looks okay when you buy it like as a digital image. But I had this one in there before I stitched it up. It was in the $5 Quick Stitch. I think I sold like 3 of them as like a digital image before it was stitched up. I decided I wanted to stitch this one up, so I stitched it up. It got, you know, a glow up, and the price got raised a few dollars once I stitched them up, and you can see that they look great. So. But keep an eye open for $5 Quick Stitch. That's going to be something new. And there's actually, oh, is there? I think there might be one in there right now. I can't remember if I took it out or not, but I think there might be one pattern in my shop right now in the $5 Quick Stitch section. Okay. I gotta quit saying That's another thing I've noticed I've been doing a lot. Okay, let's do From the Vault. I brought 4 pieces back here. This little rock that we sit on is only about like a 1-minute walk from the back door of our house. So it doesn't take too long to come back here, but I hold quite a bit of crap back here today. This is a Lizzie Kate. I don't know the name of it. It's obviously Uncle Sam, and I finished it on this looks like it was from Kirkland's for $7.99. And there's a layered piece of fabric on sticky board, and then there is the stitched piece. That's on 18 count. And I used when I stitch on 18 count, I treat it like 36 or 40, and I use 1 thread. Don't remember if that's DMC. I think it is DMC. But 18 count vintage country mocha, and it is adorable. So cute. Another piece from the vault is Little House Needleworks, Old Glory. And this is, I didn't write anything down, so I got to look at it. This is I don't know what, this is probably from Hobby Lobby, this sign. It was probably a sign or something, but that is definitely Lugana, and it's 2 threads over 2 with, that looks like overdyed threads. Probably what it was called for. Or maybe not, I don't know. I did it quite a long time ago. A few years anyway. I have another Little House Needleworks. I guess today's Patriotic Day. This one says Liberty, and it is on, this is on 18 count Ada with 1 thread. Looks like it's vintage country mocha. Can you hear that? This is another reason why I want to film outside. There's sandhill cranes migrating. And I don't know if anyone ever sees the sandhill cranes, but they migrate in big numbers, and you can hear them. I just heard one. I don't know where they're at. I don't hear them anymore. If you have headphones on, you might be able to hear them. I don't know. Anyway, this is Little House Needleworks. So cute. 18 count, finished on a little frame. I usually do a Patriotic display above my piano in the living room each year. One more from the vault, $5.98. Oh, this looks like it came from Goodwill. It's not $5, it's $1.99. This is the Scarlet House, and I did this on, that's Ada as well, and it is the one that is overdyed. I don't remember the name of the fabric, but it's overdyed with like red and blue. so it looks patriotic. It almost looks like a stain. My husband doesn't like it when I use fabrics like that because he thinks it looks messy. But I try to convince him that that is a thing in the stitching community, is that we like our things to look old and grungy, and sometimes. I mean, I think it goes well with, like, I've got everything else nice and square, and then just a little bit of a vintage look there with the staining, or actually not staining, dyeing process. But these are obviously over dyed threads. I wish I knew what they were so I could tell you, because that croc is amazing. I love that. Is one thread that does that, goes from blue to beige or whatever. If you really want to know, leave me a comment and I will find out for you. I think it's actually charted with that color in mind. Very pretty. I love the Scarlet House designs. She's one of my favorites as well. Okay, so there's my pieces from the vault. There's one other thing I wanted to talk about. I had a male cardinal hit my back door yesterday, and I let him sit there because I know that they gotta just sit there and shake it off a little bit before they recover. And he sat there for like an hour, and I went outside and I was gonna pick him up gently and put him in the woods because my dog will kill him. My dogs kill just about anything that moves. They don't kill cats, thankfully, but they will kill anything else. So when I went to pick up this male cardinal, he like squawked and he jumped. And then I did it again, and he squawked and jumped, and then he kind of waddled and got underneath of a love seat that's on our back porch, and there was a bunch of leaves under there, and he was just kind of in those leaves, so I let him go. And then it got to thinking, I would like to tell everybody about these. I'm going to put these in my Amazon shop if anyone is interested. If you have any problems with bird strikes, these are to prevent them. The birds can see these stuck on your windows. They come in all different sizes. They can see them, and it's like a reflection, so they won't fly into them. I've had these on my two back doors for a year and a half now, and some of them had fallen off the bottom part of one door, and I think that's where the bird hit, because they leave a little feather on the glass whenever they do that, and it just breaks my heart. So I had another pack of these in my basement. I went down and I put all new ones. These are the old ones. I put all new ones on my back doors, and I thought, if there's any other bird lovers that watch my channel that have problems with bird strikes, then here's a good option. Hopefully I don't have any more. About 2 years ago, it was in the winter because there was a light dusting of snow on the ground. I was sitting on my couch, and I believe I was either stitching or reading, but I had an incredibly loud bang on my back door. I sat there for a second thinking, what on earth? I thought it was my husband was home from work early and just banged on the back door for me to come out and help him do something. So I get up and I go, and there is a hawk laying on my back porch and a limp squirrel. A hawk had hit my back door with a squirrel in its claws. There was blood, and I don't know if the blood was from the hawk or the squirrel, but you could see the mark in the snow. There's actually a picture of this on my Instagram if you scroll back about 2 years, because I did share it on Instagram. It was incredible. I could not believe it. But as soon as the hawk saw me, he picked up his squirrel and he flew off. But I couldn't believe that happened. And it left a dust mark on the glass in the shape of a hawk. And I have pictured, that picture is what's on Instagram. And you can plainly make out a big bird. And it was just like bird dust. So that is what made me buy these in the first place. Hawks are kind of predators of songbirds, but they're still a bird and part of nature, and I still don't want them dying. So these are a great option. Okay, enough bird talk. I feel like this might slowly turn into a bird channel if I let it, because you know, I've already said it. I love birds. Okay. We also have, I also thought if I film like back at the river one day this summer, there's chances you could see a kingfisher fishing back there. You could see a bald eagle fly through. We have bald eagles nesting right by our property. It's not on our property, but it's right next to it. You can see it from our property. And I can see the eagles flying out here in the field and in the woods every once in a while. So I have some ideas for the future. Okay. So I think I've covered quite a bit in 20 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and announce the giveaway winners. Please send me an email. This is a giveaway from last week where I asked you, or actually 2 weeks ago, I asked you where you were tuning in from. And I think I had one person from out of the country, and then everyone else looked like they're in the United States, all over the United States. I love it. I love it. The winners are, the first one is Michelle Hudson 3712. Congratulations. Stitching Oma. Congratulations. That's O-M-A. Stitching O-M-A. Oma. Number 3 is Cynthia J. Fuller. And number 4 is Amy Armstrong 5397. You 4 are the winners. Please send me an email, monicastitchingstudio@gmail.com. I will put a link, or I will put my email in the show notes so you have an easy access to it, because there is 2 S's in there. Monica's Stitching Studio, there's 2 S's, and I think some people, when they go to email me, they only put 1 and it doesn't go through. I had that happen a couple times, I believe. So email me, tell me which PDF pattern you would like from my Etsy shop, and I will send it right over to you. And my question for the giveaway this week, I'm giving away 4 more patterns from my Etsy shop. My question for you this week is, I am trying to decide which bird to design next, and I would like to know your vote. Be kind. I would like you to know your vote, what bird you think I should do next. I originally thought I would do just birds of Indiana, and that's kind of what I want to stick to, but I'm not opposed to other birds. You know, bird lovers love all birds, so there's not a bird that I don't like, even though, you know, cowbirds are not necessarily good. They're parasitic, but they're still birds, and there's still a part for them in our ecosystem. So, whatever bird you think is a good idea, let me know. I have some good ideas. And I also had someone send me a message and ask how many birds are going to be in the bird series. And here's my answer. All of them. I'm not going to stop stitching birds. This will be a series that continues. It's unending. Once I've done every bird in the world or in the country, then we'll talk about it. But I will never stop doing birds, ever. So, and also I have an idea to bundle some of them up, like in the future. So maybe like winter birds, summer birds, I don't know, something like that. I thought about doing some bundles and maybe like giving a discounted price if you buy 3 or something like that. That's something for the future as well. So, just ideas floating around in my head. So tell me which bird you would like me to do next. I kind of want to do a spring bird. And most likely I'll do a bird of Indiana for now. But in the future, I'll consider others. You can probably hear some birds. I just heard a red-bellied woodpecker. And I think a titmouse, tufted titmouse. We have lots of different kinds here. So, and just in case no one knows about this, I know that a lot of people do, but just in case you don't know about this, there's an app for your phone. It's called Merlin, MERLINID, and it records the sounds in your area. It can look up your location. It can tell you what birds you're hearing, and it is 99% right. I've had it for a few years now, and it's pretty close, and I think it's even better now than it was when it first came out. They're always upgrading it. So try the Merlin app if you're interested. I've been sitting outside the last 2 days when it's been nicer out and using it, and I have robins here, although I saw a robin before I heard one. I had a robin, I think it's been about a week ago now, and they're supposed to be the first sign of spring. So although some people say they don't migrate, they just live up in the canopies, which I don't know if I believe that. I need to research that. I don't know if I believe that or not. I think they might go a little bit south, maybe not as far as Mexico like hummingbirds, but I think they migrate a little. I don't know. I'll investigate. But I just saw my first robin, and now they're everywhere. Like, they're in flocks now. I have tons. Anyway, thank you for watching my video and for listening to me ramble about cross-stitching birds. Thank you for coming back, and I will see you next Friday, which I think that's the 27th. Cannot believe February is almost gone. Where the heck did it go? But at least it's going faster than January. January went slow as a snail. And sorry about my crazy windblown hair too, but I shouldn't say sorry. That's just how it is. But thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you next week, guys. Bye-bye.